So we're continuing with the unit principles of construction, and we're looking today at how a building site should be laid out. Some of those keywords we're going to be looking over throughout the lesson. Egress is basically just a posh name for exit. So a building site has to have an entrance and an egress point. Site accommodation isn't a hotel on site. It's accommodation like a first aid hut, site manager's hut, drying room and canteen. I want you to imagine that it's your job to plan this building site. So at the moment it's an empty field, okay, and we have to do a number of tasks before we can commence work. So these include site investigation, so we're going to check the site. You know, it could be greenfield, it could be brownfield, it could be contaminated land, there could be old foundations and old basements. We need to plan the layout of the site. We need welfare facilities, and we need to make sure the boundaries and security is maintained. So let's investigate the site. Like I said, it could be a greenfield, brownfield, contaminated, and there's also another keyword, water table. So let's have a look at each of those. So the building site next to college, the old mill building, that's a brownfield site. It's disused, it's derelict. That building is unsightly, but it's expensive to build on there because the land needs clearing first. So like I said, it's contaminated, so there could be asbestos, there could be chemicals, and that's all going to create a cost. So Greenfield is a developer's dream, really, because it's never been built on. There's nothing to clear. It's not going to cost too much money. But the issue is the environment. So we don't want to build on all our green spaces. There'll be nowhere for you to walk the dog or play rugby. So Greenfield site has never been built on. It's virgin land. And brownfield site has been previously developed. So the water table, it's underground, and it's the difference between saturated and non-saturated ground. So at different times of the year, the water table rises or falls.